name is Detective Georglston.
Hello?
Now I'm on the case.
What's the case?
Have a seat.
Okay.
Talk about missing kids
Missing kids?
in comics.
Missing kids in comics.
A couple months ago, I was
Like
reading...
comic books or like stand-up comedians?
I didn't ask.
I asked.
So a couple months back, I was reading Nightwing number 25. The story's called The Boys. In it, it's Nightwing and Tim Drake on a... they're blindfolded and they're riding on top of a train. But at one point, Tim Drake goes... Where's the page?
I think you missed it.
I did. Anyways, he says, my girlfriend is pregnant. And when I read it, I was like, what? What? So I looked it up, and apparently Stephanie Brown, which was his girlfriend at the time, was pregnant, not with Tim, with a different guy, but she had the kid at the end of the storyline. Spoilers. And she just gave him up for adoption, and he was never talked about again. So like, that's weird.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yes.
When am I going to get adopted?
You know that one Smashing Pumpkin song where he goes, and what do I got? So then, that's the first abandoned child in comics. Number 2. Are you familiar with the Dark Phoenix saga?
No.
So, Jean Grey gets
Oh, it's called Dark Phoenix because gray.
gets mixed with the Phoenix Force. And at the end of the storyline, she dies with the Phoenix Force. And Scott Summers falls in love with a clone of Jean Grey and has a kid. But then later on, Jean Grey, it turns out Jean Grey didn't die. The Phoenix separated from her, and that's the thing that died. So Jean Grey's alive, so Cyclops is like, wow, I love my family so much. What's that? Jean Grey didn't die? It's still alive? Wow. And he just, like, completely abandons his family. And he marries the real Jean Grey. So that's kind of messed up. And
I assume there's a third abandoned.
this kid becomes Cable.
This kid becomes Cable?
Scott Summers' kid becomes Cable.
How can you become a Cable if you're a human?
Well, watch this. Ow.
So I assume there's a third abandoned child?
Okay. You familiar with the Clone Saga?
Clones, like in Star Wars?
No. Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
With, like, Ben Reilly and stuff. Anyways, at the end of that storyline, Mary Jane.
That's gonna bounce and hit me.
Mary Jane was pregnant throughout the storyline, but at the end...
With a human baby?
Yes.
Don't touch that.
At the end of it, turns out she has a miscarriage. But, turns out, Norman Osborn took the baby. And then it wasn't talked about ever again for comics. Until...
That baby was me.
They later say that the baby's dead. And that's about it.
Dead how?
Norman Osborn. They don't say how. They just... But it's assumed that Norman Osborn just, like...
Ate it?
Straight up killed the kid.
Oh. Is that everything? You don't have... Wow.